Hi, Monica Dina Hubbard's here of Whole Heart Energy Healing. Welcome to day 5 of your Stairway to Sovereignty, Forgoing Fears for Freedom, Foresight for 2020. Today's title is, It is Better to Take This. We're nearing the end of a week of a new year, a new decade, and even a new you. The aim of this new series is to give you 2020 vision for you personally and professionally in 2020. Use it. It may trigger some different ideas and inspire some different activities. Yesterday, we zeroed in on 2 little words, yes and no, and realized that for many, it's easier to say yes for a variety of reasons and a little trickier to say no, primarily because of our childhood programming and fear of rejection. Learning to say no is realizing our own value. Choosing our own opinion over what others think of us takes us from childhood teachings into adult knowings. How did we realize the power of yes and no in our lives? Well, we learned them during our formative years, ever since we were babies. Day by day and step by step, we came to understand what yes and no meant when it was said to us and when it was said by us. Consciously or unconsciously, we set our sights on what we wanted to do. Reach that moving thing at the end of the doggy or kitty. Walk to daddy. Say the word mama. Go potty. Dance like big sister. Be invited to the birthday party. Do well on the spelling test. Drive a car, get a job. There are many goals that we want to achieve, no matter what age or stage we are currently in. And then as adults, we want to have a bigger impact on our own lives, on our family situations, or even on the world at large. So we want to set goals that will support us to that end. We've heard about the importance of goal setting. We're told that when people write down their goals, they have a better chance at attaining them. And we might even have been made aware of making SMART goals, clear goals, achieving ambitious goals, and various other goal-setting methods. Well, what if we don't know where to start? Analysis paralysis steps in, and we can't think of any ambitious goals. We're not really sure what we want from life. We know that we want a bit more than what we currently do have, but every time we try to write a list of goals, it seems like a futile exercise. Sometimes the problem with goal setting of any kind is that we make it far too complicated. We let the overwhelm of our lives fill our heads. We have kids to raise. Our jobs are demanding enough. And there's always so much more to be done. Yet it is in our human nature to strive for more, to improve our lives, to grow. So we want to do what we want to do. We want to achieve goals to make a change in our lives. How? Well, just like the name of this segment suggests, it is better if we take this. Baby steps, little steps, a series of consistent small steps toward the direction of our goals. As a teacher, I worked with children who had special needs to accomplish their school goals. The major part of my job was to take a task and break it into very small chunks so that my students would not be overwhelmed by being presented with the whole task all at the same time. The term teachers used was called task analysis. Hey, Uncle Orst. Nice that you joined. Thank you. Blueberry Picker is making stuff for supper right now. Task analysis was the process of breaking a skill down into smaller, more manageable components, building one small step upon another until the skill could be independently completed. You see, I determined whether the learner had the required prerequisite skills needed to learn the task. I collected the necessary materials or ensured the understandings needed to teach the task were present. I wrote out the steps to make sure they made sense, followed the instructions as I had laid them out, and then did the work with the children step by step. We worked together on the task so the children could have success completing the task, and then we worked backward from the end, meaning we did everything together except for the last step, where the students did that piece by themselves. The process was repeated with fewer and fewer steps done together, and more steps were performed by the children themselves. Ultimately, the children could independently do the tasks given, with 90% accuracy or better. Hi, Lila. Nice to see you here. You know, as adults, sometimes a little hand-holding produces big results. Working with someone who's been there before, who knows how to approach taking on a big project, who knows when to step back and let go of the bike so the rider can do it independently, is a far more productive use of time and resources than going it alone. The alternative is to give in to overwhelm and feel defeated before ever truly beginning. It's not a satisfying way to move into the new year. The joy of accomplishing these goals can quickly turn to sadness and defeat. No fun at all. No fun at all. I love the vast variety of quotes that speak merits of taking small steps. In his book, Rise of the Morning Star, A.J. Darkholme says, "Everything can be achieved through gradual steps, one small step at a time, overcoming fears, fulfilling dreams, anything you wish to be different from the way it is." Prometheus is quoted as saying, "Big things have small beginnings." And this one you all know. Lao Tzu says this, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step." Sage advice for sure. Hello, Joanne. Nice that you joined. So again, I have a PDF for you of some action steps that you can take to aid in your journey. Please download it. It's free for the month of January and use it as you like. There's more things in there that I give than I say on this broadcast. It is my sincere hope for you to be supported during the quest so that you can find someone to go along with you on your journey. I would be honored if that someone would be me. Let's do this. Together is better. Monica Dina Hupperts of Whole Heart Energy Healing. This has been day 5 of your Stairway to Sovereignty, Forgoing Fears for Freedom, Foresight for 2020. So you can get a new year, a new decade, and a new you off to an abundant new start. Cheers to your success. I'll be posting the link in a few moments down below this video. Take care all. Bye-bye. Happy Sunday.